Good afternoon everyone. So today in our practical class for bioprocess development, we are starting very catchy topic, that is wine preparation. I know that most of you already prepared wine in your BSc or undergraduate class, but again I am repeating this process. Actually, if you wish, you can prepare in your home also, but as I say before, it is obviously upstream processing, that is crude processing. You cannot use for consume this one, because for consume section there need lots of downstream or purification process. Okay, so in our next session I maybe try for purification process, because all we know that for wine preparation we need to keep them at least for 1 week. So let me start our experiment. It's a very easy experiment, and obviously there don't need any sophisticated instruments like this. So here I use, instead of conventional method, that is instead of conventional method we use normally wines from grapes, but sometimes others also you can use, like berry. There are various types of berries, blackberry or others, and also use another very important and nutritious fruit, that is pomegranate. So here I use actual pomegranate for making our wine. As it is red, so naturally it would be red wine. So let me start. So here is some pomegranates already is there, so I chop them. Okay, and just make a small piece, with this knife, just like it. Okay, now you please observe that this is our source material. Then what to do? Then just collect these all granules. Actually from granules you can make each for your wines, just like this. Okay, so now these are the granules or grains. Actually these are the seeds of pomegranate, because they obviously lots of or thousands of seeds within a fruit. So now we need to extract the juice from there. So if you want, you use juicer, grinder, anything, but as I am working very small or less quantity, that's why I just use mortar pestle here. You don't need to do anything, you just keep them and then so sometimes mortar pestle not extracted so much. That's why we sometimes use our hands, because using hands or when you are working manually, sometimes it is better results, because our objective is now to extract as maximum as possible the juice, because we are using the juice as a source material for our wine preparation. So we need to extract as maximum as possible. These are the debris. So again we use these like this. Just see. Okay, so these are the juice. Okay, these are the very red and somewhat reddish purple colored juice, food of nutrition, because we all know that pomegranate is a fruit with high nutrition value. There are lots of nutritional factors are there. Okay, now we are proceeding for semi-purification. I am saying that is semi-purification because we cannot purify them fully. Just we filter it out, because within juice there are lots of debris or unwanted materials also. So we need to extract pure juice by this method. Just watch carefully. Very slowly, because if you are in hurry, then there are lots of problems. Maybe some debris also come or settle down within there. So you need to be very careful, and obviously you need to be giving them time for settling. So okay, now slowly we are trying to settle them. Okay, it's going on, and then we need to wait for some time. Okay, so now this is your pomegranate juice, from where we actually start our wine preparation. I am just saying few words that we are using yeast powder for making wines here. You can also use yeast granules too. So first the actual mechanism, I know you everyone know it, but again when we are mixing this yeast to our pomegranate juice, they actually start anaerobic respiration, and that's why you need to keep totally anaerobic environment over there. If your juice or experimental setup would be contaminated by air or oxygen, better say, then your process would not be done. So that's why you need to maintain an aerobic condition first. So now I am just mixing. Here is some yeast powder is there. Just please say, when I mix this yeast powder to there, then if some bubbles should arise, if there are some bubbles, you look some bubbles they are coming up, then you obviously know that yes, your procedure is okay and you are on right way. If there is no bubbles, then you understand that there may be some experimental error. Okay, so just let's see what's happening with my experiments. Just please just have a look on it. There are lots of bubbles. Obviously my source material is very less because it's for demonstration purpose. That's why I am not destroying so much pomegranates, because you know that is so expensive. Okay, so from there only this juice I able to extract. So just have a look how much bubbles up there. So okay, now I confirm I am in right way. So now what's to do? Obviously I need to seal this, because as I asked that already I discussed, if you are not maintaining anaerobic condition, then due to oxidation or due to oxygen contamination, your entire material should be destroyed. So that's why you need to just cover this area and keep it at least for 7 to 8 days. Obviously, meanwhile, routine observation you need to perform. Maybe 2 or 3 days later, you need to just take from there and just observe if there is any contamination, because there are lots of chances of contamination. Since you are working with biological material, then always lots of chances to contamination by bacteria or fungus. Okay, so if your material would be contaminated, obviously you are not using for further processing. If it is not, then after 7 to 8 days, you just taken out these and then sent for sterilization purpose. So till now it is upstream processing. Okay, upstream processing is already started. So it would be continued next at least 6 to 7 days, and then I will proceed for sterilization. So sterilization, like in while industry, we are not doing so in our university or in homemade process, but also we can develop little bit sterilization process, but obviously you just cannot consume this. Okay, cannot take for as a drink, but obviously this is the fundamental process by which actual wine prepare. You know that in western countries they making their own wine. Sometimes they call it as native wine preparation, especially in Germany or Australia or Scandinavian countries. It's very delicious. If some guests in your house and you offer them this homemade wine, it is delicious for them. Okay, so and many of them know how to prepare wine, how to conserve them, and how to sterilize them. So this is for today. This is the part 1, that is from here you know how you start processing wine in your home. Okay, obviously there another part which I discuss when next week, that after 6 or 7 days I take this one and start further processing, that is semi purification, because normal purification we cannot do here, but obviously we watch it how to make wine. Okay, so let we just take them in room temperature, some dark places, and routine observation should be performed to watch if there is any contamination or not. If they getting contaminated, then we will just discard them and restart our process. If it is not, then okay, we will collect these samples next week, and obviously as we are not able to consume this normally in students labs or practicals, we are starting a scoring based system. What is scoring based system? It's nothing, just students and some faculty members normally here, not in lockdown condition. We have chosen some people, 4, 5 or 6. Then there are some score sheet, that is we call as scoring system. Scoring system, they just smell and score. Score means maybe 0, that is no smell. It may be 0 to 3, that is good smell. 3 to 5, excellent smell, or maybe under 0, that is bad smell. Like this, making a score chart, and this volunteer put their numbers in this chart. After that, we reviewing entire process and we reviewing the value given by the volunteers. Then we analyze, is maybe mean value 3, that is yes, my preparation, it is good quality but not in excellent quality. By observation, by visual observation of their colors, you just see, just it's a little bit movement, but how the color is changed, is from purple red to, that is it's like oranges, you know. So next week you again look or observe change of color, change of order, and change of texture also. Okay, so for today this is enough. Have a good day, and next week we are processing the part 2, that is there we start, and we will start about another section, how we also try for semi-sterilization or semi-purification in our home also. Okay, further you there are lots of channels or YouTubes you easily use how to actually prepare wine in industry. because in abroad, because wine preparation, in fact there are lots of courses, MSc in wine technology, PhD in wine technology, so you know how important wine there. So please watch carefully and try to understand. So in next week, hopefully we are performing sterilization processing using our home instruments or using very small scale laboratory instruments. Okay, so for this day today, okay, have a nice weekend everyone.